Hey, it's me, Mopefully. Welcome to another Throwback Log Thursday. It's the series where I sample games from my Steam backlog, one game at a time, on Thursdays. However, we're actually not going to play a new game today. I thought it would be kind of fun to go back and review the last 10 episodes to get some final thoughts in. And what better way to do that than with a tier list, of course. Now, I'm not great at expressing my thoughts and feelings verbally. I'm awkward, but this is something I wanted to do. So here we are. So, the first episode was the original Torchlight game. I really like this episode because to me it represents me jumping back into my content creation journey. I got a lot of love when I posted it and it really hyped me up to keep going. The game itself was kind of clunky and aged. I did not go back to play it again. But I am interested in playing its sequels at some point. So I think this episode is going to land in the C category. My love for this episode sits at about a B, but I think the game itself pulls it down to a C. The second episode was Brutal Legend, and this was an epic pick. I am a sucker for funny dialogue and a killer soundtrack, so I like this game a lot. The episode doesn't do the game justice, but I had a really good time recording it. I think I'm gonna give this episode a B. The third episode was OverRuled. It was the first episode that I had a big tech issue. Really bummed me out. I did what I could to salvage it. Regardless, it wasn't a very fun game. I'm sorry. The controls were not comfy. It was a rough one to play. So, unfortunately, I am going to give this game an F. I immediately uninstalled it, and I will not go back. Episode 4 was Realm of the Mad God, a game that I picked to revisit after 10 years. I was hoping that it would live up to the nostalgia, but it just ended up being generally disappointing. So I don't have much else to say about this game. I am going to give it a D. It was definitely more exciting a decade ago, and that hurts to say. OctoDad was episode 5. I love goofy games like this. It is an absolute treasure of a game. Of all of the games that I've played on this series so far, this is one I can definitely recommend. I love OctoDad. I expect that this is an accurate representation of what it's like to be a normal dad with a wife and 2 kids. So I'm going to give this one an A. I would definitely recommend checking this one out. It's a good time. The 6th episode was Scribblenauts, which I have played before, so we just messed around for a little bit. I was definitely fishing for some nostalgia. It's very cute and very creative. I'm going to give this one a D. Not the D. Sickos. Moving on, 10 Million was the 7th episode. Very simple game. I did return to it a couple of times after recording to play it again, if that says anything about it. I'm going to give this one a B. Definitely better than I expected. I kind of want to beat it and check out the sequel. Did you know it had a sequel? For episode 8, we played Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. This episode had more tech issues. Very cool game though. I probably wouldn't have tried it out if this series hadn't picked it out for me. Niche simulators seem like they'd be pretty boring if you're not interested in the subject. I only have a very mild interest in car repair, but it was really cool. It's really pretty. It's got really great graphics. It's got very cool details. It's a really cool game. I'd go back and play it some more. The radio was awesome. The tutorial left me kind of lost, but that's pretty easy to do. I'm going to give it a B. I'd play it again. Episode 9 was Roar, Jurassic Edition. Very relatable premise. I also destroy everything when my sleep is disturbed. The tutorial was not great. The levels were kind of long and uneventful. I just didn't like this one. I liked it more than OverRuled, but that's not saying much. So I'm going to give this one an E. Last but not least, episode 10 was Undertale. I loved this game. It was cute out of 10. I would play it again. But seriously though, I loved the humor, I loved the soundtrack, I loved the experience. Very not good at the dodging in the little box, but that's on me. The game is very good anyway. I would recommend it. I think I am going to give it an A. Now don't fight me. The game is an S tier. If I'm just ranking games, the game is an S tier for sure. But as an episode, I feel like I couldn't do the game justice. I mostly cut to my own reactions of the game, so if you had played it before and you were wanting to know how other people react to some of the things that you've gone through, then that's what the episode gives. I don't think it's fair to the game to experience it like that, but that's just me. And I mean, like, I made the video anyway because I wanted to try Undertale and I wanted to share that experience with my friends, so there you go. So that is my tier list. I've got OctoDad and Undertale in A tier, Brutal Legend 10 Million and Car Mechanic Simulator in B tier, Torchlight in C tier, Realm of the Mad God and Scribblenauts in D tier, Roar in E tier, and OverRuled in F tier. That's about it. I've had a lot of fun recording these. Let me know if you have any game requests. Let me know how you feel about this series. I kind of want to explore more kinds of content, so I might not always do this every Thursday, but I definitely have a lot of fun doing it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, be kind to yourself and to others, and I will see you next time. Bye!